The eBay side of the business is starting to get a little bit crazy again. This happens every sort of month or so. I'll start getting overrun. It basically is when I start getting more orders in. I don't know why, but the way InPost service on Vinted does their parcels for me, I seem to get like, it'll be like 5 a day, 5 a day, 5 a day coming through, and then it'll be like 25. So yeah, and 25 was today. I'm going to flip this camera around and show you what I mean. It's absolute chaos in here. Yeah, I can't move for space. And the trouble with this is, it's great. I love having surplus stock, so I don't have to stress what I'm going to list today. Today and tomorrow and the next day. I like having that, so I'm not like panicking that stuff's going to arrive. But when it gets a bit like this, it gets a bit overwhelming, and yeah, it does slow me down. I'll be completely honest, it slows down my day a little bit, just because I do, like I say, get overwhelmed and my brain gets a bit fried. So let me spin this camera around and show you what I mean. Right, here we go. So we've got one IKEA bag, two IKEA bags worth here. Well, no, two is what I'm saying. So there's 3 IKEA bags, and then we got this. This isn't involved in today's deliveries, but this is all dirty washing, needs to go home and be washed. But yeah, as you can see in here, if I try and get a bit of an angle, these take up more room than's necessary. I just don't have room to store stuff in a small place. And alongside that, the other day I did a stock take, because with this SKU system, it's really hard to know if things are missing. So I just like to do, every now and again, I'll just whip round. It takes about half an hour, and I'll just check every single SKU number. So I'll go on the eBay or on the computer, on my laptop. I'll bring it out the back here, and I'll go through every single SKU, so you can organize your SKU from biggest to smallest to biggest. And I'll start at the top box up there, which is the smallest, and just work my way down every single SKU and just make sure it's there. And obviously remove ones that aren't. I had a lot that were in the boxes but not on eBay, so I must have delisted them. Older stock that wasn't going to sell, I just delisted, or for whatever reason eBay have. And that has made another pile, which is just here on this shelf. I don't know if you can see it, 2 piles. It's around 20 parcels. Which has created more work for myself. But yeah, I'm glad I've managed to take those out of my storage system now. It just means I've got to sort through them, see what they are. A lot of them will probably go in the shop in our £5 box, and I'll just clear them out. Some might go on Vinted for cheap. Some might go back on eBay. I'm not sure what they are. I'm not sure why they've come off of eBay. I'll have to check. But yeah, that's another job that's creating a mess for us at the moment. Another reason our business is absolutely chaos at the moment is because eBay, I don't know why, I don't know if anyone's experiencing this, but it's Q4 and my eBay sales are very slow. I've dropped from a 30-day total of 5,000, now I'm down to 4,000. So it's dropped £1,000 in the 30-day total. I have taken time off, which will be why that has dropped, admittedly. But I took about 3 days off. That shouldn't be £1,000 worth. It should be like £500 maximum. And I didn't actually take the time off. I just didn't post parcels, so it shouldn't have slowed down that much. So I don't know why my sales have dropped. But today's sales is literally 1 pair of jeans, I believe. I'll pop them up on screen. Crazy. On the other hand, luckily I now cross list, as I keep saying in every video, and it's saving us at the moment. I sold 5 or 6 today on Vinted, which is great. All bread and butter, all eBay stuff, nothing magnificent or going to change the business, just bread and butter stuff, £20–25, but it is keeping us afloat, kind of. In a way, it's hindering us because we have to wait 3 weeks for that money to come out. As you know, the new Vinted Pro model, you have to now wait for your money for ages, it seems. It works out about 3 months, 3 months, Christ, 2 to 3 weeks, which is a pain in the bum. But first, I'm still struggling to get verified. So if you don't know, if you turn pro on Vinted, you get £700 without having to be verified, which you can cash out. After that, they ask for all sorts of mumbo jumbo to make sure you are who you say you are. And that's the bit I'm struggling with. So the first step of that is changing your business registered name. This is basically did it. Message guy said, look, I need to change this to get registered. Please help me out. So it was originally my actual business registered name, which is Franklin's, the name of the shop. But that's wrong because that doesn't match my ID for my passport. So apparently it needs to match that. So I've gone in, I said, this is what it is at the moment. This is what it needs to be. Please do it. He said, yep, I'll get right on it. It took like 3 or 4 days for them to get back to me. And then this morning they said, okay, we've done that. Anything else we can help you with? So I was like, brilliant. That's that done. I can now get verified and get my money out. Bear in mind, I've currently got £1,500 ready to be withdrawn, and about I think it's £1,000 pending. So good bit of money, money that I need. I need to get it Q4. Like I said, we need stock for the shop. I haven't been able to go up and do a hand pick day because this is on hold. I haven't been able to source as much on Vinted because they've stopped paying me, and now they have also stopped. I got away with it for a little bit because I was just using my balance on Vinted to buy stuff, and they've stopped that as now. So stopped that as well. So we're really struggling for that. So yeah, I've gone in and checked my business registered name, thinking brilliant, let's just double check he's done it right. And he's changed it to just Franklin Hutchings, which isn't helpful. I don't know why he's done that. He has kind of changed it, but he hasn't put my middle names in, is basically what I'm getting at. He's just put Franklin Hutchins instead of Franklin middle name Hutchins. And I messaged my mate and said, will this do? And he said, no mate, it needs to be exactly the same as your passport. So I'm still not any further with that, even though I've been messaging them for days now, and I've just messaged them again saying this isn't right, please change it again. And he says this process, he sent me the same message as what he did the first time. This process takes a little bit of time, please give us time. So it could be 3 or 4 days until he gets back to me again, which is a nightmare. Hopefully I didn't say all that too fast. I just wanted to get through it. But yeah, absolute nightmare. So it's been a bit stressful, and that's why it's a bit of a chaos at the minute. I'm just sourcing when I can because the eBay sales are slow, and that's the only money I'm getting at the minute, because the shop's also been slow. I don't know where everyone is. I don't know if it's the weather. We've just had the storms that were pretty bad down my area, so I don't know if it's that and people still haven't ventured out. I don't know what's going on. So cash is really slow at the moment, and I have no way of sourcing because I have no money. Basically, I literally have about 50 quid in my business account, which I like to keep in there in case a bill comes out. So I can't even source. Today's eBay payout was £11. Excellent. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'll probably there's one item on Vinted. Like, you can't run a business like this at the moment, so it's really pissing me off, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. We keep it pushing. We keep doing what we're going to do. I've still got enough stuff, like all the stuff I've shown you. Luckily, I went on a bit of a spending spree last week when it was letting me use my balance, so I've got a little bit of stock for a few days. When that runs out, I've got a little bit of washing, like I say, and there's a little bit out the back as well that needs washing, and some shoes that are dirty from the car boot sales that I picked up. So we've probably got about a week's worth of stuff, but if I can't get my Vinted money out in the next week, it's going to be a very sad time, because I'm basically going to not have any stock to list, and the eBay is going to slow right down, and so is the Vinted, because I'm not going to be able to list or source, or the business is just going to go on hold. There's not a lot I can do about it. Unless the eBay picks back up and the eBay can carry us through this sticky time, then we're going to be pretty buggered. So yeah, I'm pretty snookered. I hope I didn't ramble too much or speak too fast in that little bit, but yeah, I am pretty buggered. If you've got any ideas on how I can really source, I was thinking you put my credit card on there and just use that for the time being, but I don't like doing that because I don't know when I'm going to get the money back, and if it does go on for like 2 months where I can't get my money, I don't want to be racking up debt what I'm paying interest on, so I don't want to use that. I can't go charity shopping and get lower cost of goods because I just haven't got the time. I've got to be in the shop, have the shop open, that sort of thing during the day, so I don't really have time to be charity shop hunting, and I never really find much at charity shops to run a whole business on, so I'm a little bit snookered. Any tips, any ideas? I don't really know what you can say other than just get verified. It's basically my only job at the minute, is just spamming Vinted, trying to get them to put this through for me. But yeah, hopefully I'll hear back by the end of the day. If not, it's only Tuesday, so we should hear back in the next couple of days maximum. But yeah, absolute nightmare. But other than that, sales are good on Vinted. If you haven't cross-listed, I understand if you don't want to, because I was like that for a long time, and it is a headache trying to make sure stuff isn't double selling. But yeah, it's definitely going well, and it's outperforming my eBay at the moment. Like today, I think it was 6 on Vinted and 1 on eBay, so very good, very good. Vinted is very good. I didn't expect to be making the sales I am. I thought Vinted was more cheap for cheaper items, or you get less for your stuff. That's always what I presumed, But at the moment, I'm actually getting more because when I cross list with my eBay prices, and my eBay prices are the price I want plus £3-ish for shipping. I just put it all in one and do free shipping, and they're selling at that price. So say if I want £25 for something on eBay, I'll list it for 28, knowing I have to ship it. And then when it's cross-listed, it goes on Vinted for 28, and they're buying it at £28. So I'm actually better off selling stuff on Vinted because there's no fees and the shipping doesn't come out of the price. So Vinted is a winner at the minute for me. It's just annoying I can't get my money out. Anyway, that's about it for today. I hope you did enjoy this ramble, this rant, this just needed to get it off my chest because I can't go to normal people with this because they just look at me like I'm nuts. They just think, well, just ring them, and I'm like, you can't just ring Vinted, shut up. But yeah, thanks for letting me rant. If you made it this far, you got more patience than me. But yeah, subscribe, hit the like button. We're heading for 2k by the end of the year. We're getting close. We're nearly at 1900, so this video might take us over to 1900, and I'm going to try and smash one out at least once a week for you guys. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.